Damn, Lex. Guys, I got work at new job in 5 minutes. Hey, well, Lex, good luck, my man. Sounds like you already went through the interview process, so good luck, man. If you don't mind, what is it? If you, I mean, obviously, you don't have to say. You could give a general title, but good morning, man, and good luck. All right, here we go. Atch gonna make a move before the ring of the bell on March 6th. ATCH. I'm assuming you're talking about this one. Requires technology assets from Pascure Technologies. Interesting. Had a big drop. All the way down to 92. Bounced immediately back up. It's a pretty new ticker as well, which is pretty interesting. Thanks. Doing live stream sales at a comic book shop on eBay Live. Oh, that sounds interesting. Doing a live stream sales at a comic book shop. So what, you're gonna be guest speaking on eBay Live? Sue, how are you? Good afternoon. Good morning. But do you get like commission or something, or is it just paid by the hourly? Bart, good morning. How are you? Hope you guys are all having a wonderful Monday morning. You're a tad quiet. Oh, okay. Let me turn this up. Maybe I just need to put the mic right in front of me more. All right, does this sound better? I don't want it to be too loud. You can tell me. Like, is that better? Yeah. Just keep telling me if it's good or not. When HKD rang the bell, what was the share price? I don't remember, man. DJ Underground, good morning. Good morning to you, sir. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday morning. I've not gotten a chance to check your YouTube channel this morning, but I'm curious to see what you're looking at. I was considering getting into Holo this morning, and then okay. You just released the video as well. Yeah, man. I didn't get a chance to watch. I was just setting everything up. Snakeo, what's up, Snakeo? Yer, my good guy. How are you doing? Yeah, Lex, I feel you, bro. I feel you. Don't worry, man. I'm there as well. I've been there. Keep up the grind, right? Avoid what people say. Just focus on yourself. Trading is the job. Everything else is a side hustle. I mean, trading is a job. It's basically just a high risk, high reward job that, how do you say, very few people take seriously and things like that. So most people give up, but that's also why how you say it, but you can make a lot of money in the long run, and that's why you don't get paid by the hour trading stocks. Could you imagine if you got paid by the hour trading stocks? That would be funny. I mean, some people do, I guess, with trading desks, but you're also limited because you're trading someone else's cash, so you only get commissions. So, welcome, welcome. We got 7 people in here. Just to give a quick update as to where we stand on the account, because Friday I did a I let the emotions get the best of me. I sold out of all of my positions, so obviously you can see in the title I'm at $432. We started that day at like 480, which you could probably see why that anger caught, or emotion, that's probably a better way of putting it. Emotion caught up to me. So today we're coming in on a Monday. We're looking to be cool, calm, collected. We're not necessarily looking to be risk adverse, but we're definitely looking to be quaint with our still low. It's still low. Come on. All right, yeah, no, I don't want to turn it up too much because we still got like. I wonder why that is. Should be no reason for it. I think anything that takes away taxes from you is a job. I mean that's a fair assessment, DJ. But then isn't I would also say purchasing something would also be a job under that classification. Which, I mean, to be fair, some people do consider shopping a job, so hit that like button, yes sir. If you guys haven't already hitting that like button, very much appreciated. Helps out the stream a little bit here, but yeah, the market's a little slow. It was moving just before 6 o'clock, or sorry, 5:30. For most people, that'd be around 8:30. About half an hour ago. Seems like the market has slowed down just a tad bit. I was watching most of it this morning. There were a couple of plays I wanted to get into, but as I just said, that the account is sort of, we're looking to be a little bit more patient with our trades and our selection and our entries and exits. So I'm not in the rush to get into anything. Holo was a play that I was actually considering. Holo popped up. It was up almost 80% after when it hit 12:30. I was considering actually getting in at around let's see, what was it? Was it like 11? It was like 10.90. Rallied $1 here. I was looking at it around 9, but I hadn't taken any consideration at that point just yet. ALT was also another play I was considering, but I don't. This news seems suspicious to me. It seems like something behind the scenes is going on in regards to letting someone in and out, and I don't want to get caught up in the middle of that. If someone's gonna get in and out, I want to kind of know why that is. Alan Richardson, hey y'all, it's been a while. Yes sir, what's up my friend? How are you doing? We are back. The connection is good. I told you guys, like, I legitimately couldn't do anything about the connection. We had our boy Steve Raven even help me a lot in the background. So I know it's been a while, guys, but like genuinely, I was incapable in the situation. So, but let's see, it was just the storm, and storm's cleared, so we should be good on the connection front. Everything is kicked back live. But I did say on Friday, even though I did get somewhat emotional on that day, that do need to get a little bit back in the groove of things in regards to the stream. It, as Alan just said, it has been a while. I do want to refocus. I'm in pure cash, which helps out a little bit. Gives me a lot more opportunity. I mean, the last time I was full cash, I was at like $180. I've been basically just kind of riding plays up and down pretty much since then. So I haven't been in a full cash position for almost 6 or 7 weeks now. And the fact that we're back at that kind of lets my mind see. I'm just gonna let the market and my mind do its thing. I'm not gonna try to get ahead of it. CVSA was also another one. Zim called that out this morning. I was considering getting in here at around 113 actually. It just looked a little off, especially with the news. What was the I know he was showing some DD in there, but with these type of ZVSA has see this one reverse split. Yeah, this one reverse split a while ago and kind of messed me up, so I wasn't particularly hell-bent on getting in there. By the way, if the mic is still low, please let me know. I'm trying to do it a little bit. I'm trying to keep the mic a little bit off to the side so that I can have my fingers on the keyboard simultaneously. Might just have to move the keyboard, but let me grab some coffee. I'll be right back. Hey Zim, what's up, bro? Good morning, man. Shout out to your ZVSA call out. All right, we're back with that coffee. Let's get to it. All right, it's 6:07. We're about 20 minutes away from the market open here. I don't want to get caught in between just before open and open, so just gonna let the market move in front of me, see what it has to offer. I generally am a bigger fan of the price actions within the market. They're a little bit more stable. They're not as volatile. I bought Lunar at 260 a month ago and went 400% last week, and I sold that shit. Let's go, Allen. I was wondering if anyone here had actually gone into that. We got a new runner here, AKLY, Achilles. See, Achilles Japan partner submits SDT001 for marketing approval in Japan. Ooh, this one could move. Okay, so we got marketing. This one's already been on the rise in the background on the screener. Holo has taken a breather back down to 1022. Let's take a look at this setup here. ZVSA is resting on that 13 VWAP. Holo is below the VWAP. MNPR was a MNPR. I believe there was also another Zim call out. Did pop up to 183. This is another play been intensely looking at, but no volume in there. So below the VWAP, kind of stuck in between some EMAs. Gonna need a lot more to kind of see some movement. See, DJ, I'm also watching MBSE and Oshia. MBSE. Oh, ROI is also up. Just popped up. Not a big fan. ICU. Where's MBSE? Here we go. Oh, MBSE 93. I like MBSE. The volume is a little weird to me. Maybe I need to look at it from a different... A 15-minute looks interesting. Oh. You know what? MBSE looks like a good... It's going to be a good opening ticker here. Yeah, I like the MBSE look. What's the news on it? Let's see, Achilles. Yeah, that's right. It's liquidating and distributing its assets. So it's a dissolution play. I'm not sure if that's the greatest of plays, but I don't know. It may be because there's no fear within the market in regards to this ticker. It seems like the company and his board has, for the most part, agreed to its future. So I don't know. That could release some of that fear in the play and bring in the speculation. And what was the other one? Oshia? I don't remember where. I do want to get back to the Achilles. Oshia. Oh, yeah, that's right. It did pop back up. Yeah, I feel like this one needs a little bit more time. Trying not to be trigger happy here. Let's just settle in. Let's take a look at the Achilles play again here. The Achilles play looks pretty good here as well. Let's actually look at some of its history. So we have hit some larger EMAs here. We do have a gap at 44.45, which we have not failed. We have actually surpassed it. So this top mid-range from this knife down. Sort of some volume there. Bit of an awkward setup, but the fact that it's technically never ran from its IPO days is something to consider here. I mean, it's up from the 22 cent area. ZVSA does look like it still has life in it. I'm not going to completely dismiss it. I want to see that opening price action because it's already basically hit 2 highs of the day. Not that saying it could hit the third, but I don't know. I feel like some of the meat in that run has already been chewed off by some of the hyenas. Pyro, good morning. How are you, sir? All right. Holo is coming back down. No surprise there. It's still the thing with Holo, and I think this is why you let's say extended time. The thing with Holo, and the thing that I think will keep people from continuously purchasing this stock is this gap at 52. Now, if you go back and look at its previous runners, normally the gap that it leaves at around this area in the move normally is just left there. But on the flip side of it, if you have a gap at 50, a gap at 100, that also means it could just continuously push up here again. Not super confident, but something to keep an eye. You know, it's a play that could easily just sort of start a move and never really finish it. All right, we're about 15 minutes away. Achilles. How many times is a stock allowed to have a split within the year? That's a good question, DJ. I don't think it's. I don't think there's a set number. I think that there are stipulations within the rules where there can't be an excessive amount of reverse splits. If I had to, I think the most we've probably seen on, I think Mullen is probably the a candidate for. I don't know. You can just check Mullen, because Mullen did a lot. Um, yeah, Mullen in 2023 did 3 reverse splits in 1 year. I think that's the most I've ever seen Ticker do one. At least at the top of my head that I can think of. CVSA has been holding that VWAP now for some time. Holo bouncing off that 30 in the mid range, looking ready for a pop up. Definitely trying to reclaim the VWAP here. Still looks good. Yeah, I think some of that the excitement. Ooh, Achilles still looks good here. What's the float on this? 62. 62 milli. I mean, we are having around a million every 5 minutes or so. We did just die off significantly. We just hit 71 on Achilles. Yeah, Achilles probably looking the strongest right now. Fun. A 1 for 50. That's interesting. Well, Fun, from what I can see, has never done a split before. So, right, because how do you say, in order to get, and the only reason a play would really do a reverse split, right, is it drops below NASDAQ listing requirements, right? Gets a notice, so that's 180 days. They get an extension, so that could be a year. Once they get that going, and if they still fail, then they have to do a reverse split. So, then see, depending on the reverse split price, it probably takes a couple of weeks to get back below to where, right? Because there's going to be moves, there's going to be liquidity moving around, you're going to have fair gap values filled, all this type of stuff. So I would say just based off market price action, I'd say no more than 3 or 4 times a year, kind of with what I think Mullen, because Mullen was the ultimate, like, I would say liquidation play, like ultimate dilution play. And even for a ticker that basically consistently went down throughout the year, I mean, Mullen only did it 3 times in a year, so I think that those, like, you still have the market principles that kind of keep it from just dropping continuously. All right, Achille here hitting 72, 73, 80, 74. There we go. Holo spiking back up 1080. Achilles already up 200%. Like, I actually think that funds reverse split will do it a world of good. Because a 1 for 50, I mean, that's basically 6 million. No, probably more than that. It's probably around 7 or 8. The float will be around 7 or 8 million. Because what's the DWAX float? DWAX float is only, it's around 28 million. So funds float would be smaller than DWAX. 74.90 here on Achille. Achille looking good here still. Let's see any other Achilles popping up. TRNR, Interactive Strength Incorporated, looks kind of interesting, but I don't really see any true buying pressure. FRGT is another play that I've been watching intently because, I'd say, I had FRGT for a swing position at some point, which, if I remember correctly, I had around like 240. So technically it's above where I bought and sold it at, but again, I want to see. Ooh, that curl looks really good. Still low volume though. I want to see some volume. I don't want to just have it climb up like this. $265. Well, we're getting some volume back. Alright, so I think the tickers we're going to be going into on the 4 squares. Oh, that's why I didn't get into FRGT. Look at that drop. It was going to be Achilles, ZVSA, Holo, and I was going to actually say might want to change the FRGT. FRGT just had a nice little knife back down to the 240 area. 76 on Achilles. Yeah, that would have been a nice little pop up at around that 66.10. Would have been 67. How many would have been? 600. Not bad. I'm just not a big fan of the percentage move already. Barbara, good morning. How are you? I'm here just in the Shadow Realm. Glad the stream is back. Tune yes on BBQ chips. Let's go, sir. Let's get it, baby. Oh, TRNR. It's one of, well, let me look at the news. This is one of those plays where, okay, they signed an exclusive worldwide distribution agreement with Woodway to sell and distribute CLMBR. See, I think TRNR is probably the one I'm keeping my eyes on. Yeah, actually look at the fundamentals here. Kind of sounds like a BS. See, that means they'd probably be break even at this point. Their fundamentals suck, so they need some form of funding. We do see a lot of insider purchasing around May of 2023, which would be all the way back. So in May of 2023, when this IPO'd, we had insiders buying the crap out of the play. Do we see any... We don't see any large investment firms with large positions. We do have a 60% ownership of top shareholders, which is good. Do they have a website somewhere? They do have a website, Form Life. So it's about weight loss. Almost looks a little bit... This kind of looks like Peloton, but in a very... Whoa. This actually kind of looks kind of cool. What the heck? How much does this cost? I could see this being more implementable than... Dude, this looks... Yo, look up TRNR and then go to their website, Form E Life. This actually I could totally see some like, damn, bro, if this thing came out like 6 years ago, this thing would be bigger than Peloton. So, what is this thing called? I think this is the thing that they're talking about. It's almost like a workout mirror, like a smart workout mirror. I have no idea if this thing is actually like real. But it's definitely interesting. Okay, so this is what they're... Okay, so they have multiple products. Hold up. Let's get back to the market. Okay, we got 2 minutes left. I'm actually very intrigued on this TRNR ticker. And I'm like on a long term, like their products are actually kind of interesting. I've never seen a penny play with such interesting products. Most of the time when you go to a penny play's website, you're like, okay. Got out of Oshia, might get back in. All right, let's focus back up here. Steve, good morning. How are you doing? All right, but we got to keep an eye on that TRNR play, man. Very interesting. All right, Oshia. Yep, Oshia popping back up. It's a Zip Trader call out. Wow, I actually look, I'm just saying, if you think of the dumb crap that has come out and that has like squeezed and like been the hype of culture, TRNR's products totally could put me like it would sweep my feet. Good luck to all. All right, Sue, let's go. Zim 88 to 160. Oof. All right, well, the market's going to open. I do want to keep an eye on Sens as well. New catalyst. I'm kind of sold. I'm actually going to be keeping an eye on this. All right, here we go. Market is open, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to it. Let's get to work. We have 1 day trade, so I did see that. Yes, distribution deal. I honestly could see their product being a thing that like. Actually, let me do 3-minute here. The VWAP's kind of in the way on the screen. All right, Achilles popping back up here. Let's go to the screeners real quick just so we can follow. ZVSA is already continuing its climb up here. Oshia struggling just a little bit. Holo popping up instantaneously. Damn, look at that opening volume. All right, that's what we wanted to see on TRNR. Let's actually go to the 1 minute here. All right, Achilles dropping. That's why I didn't really want to get into it. It's just it already ran up so much. Let's look at ASTI. All right, yeah. All right, there we go. Boom, we're in 250. ZVSA with a spike looking to break that 167 area. All right, ASTI is dropping. There we go. ZVSA 180, 181. The climb pushing up, continuing. Could always drop a little bit further here, but. $183 on ZVSA. Halted. ZVSA halted on the way up at 183. There we go. All right, Achilles coming back down. ASTI dropping. Holo is at $10 here, $10.15. Bit of a drop here. IBRX with a big spike here. 449 is the high, up 27%. Currently trading at 445. FRGT is coming down. ALT with another spike. Let's actually take a look. Yeah, okay. ALT with a nice little pop up here. All right, well, Holo's coming back up here. Holo still looks like it's alive. Up 1140, 1150, 1160. There we go, 1167. All right, ALT breaking out 1126. Let's go to the watch list here. So Holo's at the top of it. MBSE did drop down to 80 cents. FRGT down to 225, looking to rally. WKHS Workhorse Group looking to pop up here. So let me take a look. The Sens is what I want to look at. Sens already hitting 73.29. ASTI with a pop up and then a drop. There we go. Okay, ZVSA is unhalted here. We're hitting 194, gap at 183, 185. Filling it, dropping back down to 171 here. Let's take a look at the overall market here quickly. PLTR is at the top. Tesla's moving up. Nvidia's pushing up. DJ, I saw your Tesla. Wow, ZVSA is now 224. Big move up. Looking to get halted here again. ZVSA halted up for the second time in a row. Nvidia clearing 806. A little bit of the trouble with that 800 level. I mean, we did hit 825 on Friday. PLTR. Some of the banks. Market's a bit. Where's the SPY at? SPY's at 508. Holo still looking to push up here. 1190. Yeah. Holo's still looking to pump up 20% off of that sort of 972 area. Pushing back up into the 12s, looking to break 1230 here. ZVSA halted 224 officially. Just to confirm that, Holo now pushing up 1250. As I said, Holo could still have that interest with that gap up above. 1271 on Holo, now hitting new highs for the day. MBSE 84. Holo is halted on the way up. All right, so Holo and CVSA have been halted on the way up. IBRX dropped after hitting at 449. FRGT looking to slowly bounce back up here. Butterfly is up 21% here. MIST, actually, let's take a look. There was another play I was looking at. Miggy, ESPR, Fubo popping up a little bit. Cook, it wasn't that one, it was QURE popping up, a nice pop up. MYTE. No, what was that? There was a play. It was MVIS. MVIS is at 202 here. Yeah, it was crazy to see all the tests that I'm sitting near charging. When I was pumping gas, it took me 3 minutes. They're looking on her face as they was waiting to charge. It was priceless. Took me 3 minutes. Yeah. No, I think see it's just it's what I like to call the revaluation squeeze on EV cars. I think most of that's kind of already happened. So I think you're gonna have to go through sort of some similar thing with Intel that kind of, I mean, it's set up Nvidia's move that we're experiencing. It's on the way up as well, unhalted. Achille back down to 52. All right, ZVSA unhalted here. 202, 201, hitting 199. Breaking up 240, 241, 242. We're already into the 250s here on ZVSA. That means Holo should be ready to be unhalted here in a moment. If you're playing that, just be ready for that. All right, 250 hard stop here on ZVSA for now. AGT, ALT still slowly climbing up. ALT, it's, well, this was the, oh yeah, this was the compensation ticker this morning. ROI is up 7%. ZVSA back down to 220. Holo should be unhalting here any moment now. Been holding alt since 6. Oh, there we go. Holo unhalted, 1293. Damn. Oh wow, okay, so you've been holding it for a while. Because it hasn't been sitting at 6 since... The last time it was sitting at 6 was... What, beginning of December? So you've been holding this for a couple of months now. Alright, Holo hitting $13 on the dot, which is the 500 EMA on the 5 minute. TBIO, alright, let's take a look. ZVSA now halted on the way down, kind of to be expected. Holo pushing up 1342 here. TBIO with a spike up. News announces 26.3% drop in prelim revenue. Total consolidated revenue of 27 million, up from 27.4. CZF for total revenue 7 million, down from 9.5 year over year. Interesting. 1346 on Holo. HTOO. That's the call out I was waiting for, Sue. Oof. All right. What do you got in store here, HTOO? All right, we had a nice little spike in volume. 92 or 72.95 on TBIO. Gonna add this to that watch list. ZVSA we already have. Achille back down. Holo still moving. So CVSA is halted on the way down. $13.83, $75.90 on TBIO. How's WIMI doing, by the way? Man, there's so many tickers. $14 on Holo. Whew. Already up 40% off of that drop just before the market opened. All right, Holo, yeah. Starting to see that selling pressure above the 500. No surprise there. All right. Still going to keep an eye on HTOO. Not as much volume as I was hoping for. I mean, we had a day with, 83 million in volume. To be fair, though, it does look like, would that be a spike to 230? Maybe. Still looks kind of interesting here. Where did ZVSA go? 180, still halted. All right, we're gonna put HTOO. TBIO, we're still keeping an eye on BART. All right, there we go. CVSA unhalted. We're 187 right now, 190. Holo still trying to figure out itself out above that level. Holo halted on the way down, back down to 12 here. ZVSA back into the twos. Let's take a quick look at Oshia. Oshia back down to 144. Looking for that support down there. Wemi, whoops, shit, excuse me. 116, Sens. Sens is still at 73 here. Nvidia is down a little bit from that open. CTCX. One sec. Let me quickly go grab some more coffee. Boom, baby, let's go. All right, come on. What do we got here? What do we got here? CVSA is at 190, 180. Holo is still halted. NEPT, Neptune Wellness is spiking. Wow, 49 here. 52, 54, massive spike. I'm not sure if anyone's in Nept. Just kind of hit the the charts here. It was looking good. Big spike up in volume. Not always the biggest fan of that, but nothing against it per se. See, if I had to take a guess on TRNR, it's my guess that most people probably started shorts in the morning because of the pump from Zippy Boy. So if most people are holding their shorts from this morning, they're probably going to wait until a little bit later on in the market to take profit. Because there's going to be a point, which I think we kind of already hit, where most people are going to start covering, and boom, there we go. CVS or TRNR. Come on, baby. What you got? What you got? What you got, son? Back above the dollar. There we go. 104. 106. $107. Come on, hit 108. Looking for 108. Mass selling pressure. All right, we're taking 100 off the table. There we go. Come on. Come on, baby. There we go. 113, 112 on TRNR. Good. There we go. Okay. We're reaching on that level. Woof. Big drop. Hit 115. Back down below $1. Gonna see how that buying pressure works out at $1. Let's go to the 3-minute. Big spike up. Nothing to be worried about as of yet. First big drop. Should have. Oh, I said it. I said it. Blue light special on Walmart. I said shoulda, woulda, coulda. I'm not even gonna lie. Right back down to the average. Well, we took 100 off the table, so that was good. Scalp that. I think there should still be some juice in this play. It's always those spikes that get you, man. It's the spikes that get you. Because in that split decision, like in that split second, you have to make a decision whether or not you want to. See, because actually, let me test something out. If I did a fib retracement level all the way down to here, 50, we get there, so it'd be like 125. That's kind of what I was going for. We hit that first level, that 108 area. Hey, Skater, what's up, bro? Good morning, man. Miss is trying to... Oh, sorry, wait. That's DJ. One sec. Good morning. Happy to see the stream back, even if it's only for a few hours a day. Appreciate all your insights. Hey, Skater. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you sticking by, even when the stream is not necessarily here. But we're going to have fun in the few hours that we're here, right? That's the point. See, DJ Underground says, Miss is trying to make a run. All right. Oh, wow. Sorry. I've been so focused on my ticker. I haven't been looking at the market. Yeah, Miss looks pretty good. Nept didn't really go much further. ZVSA is already back down to 150. Holo unhalted here, kind of around the 13 level. All right, there we go. Sorry, I'm in my, you guys know what it's like to be in your play. You got to focus. There's nothing else but the play. All right, you know what's maybe a little bit better? All right, we're trying to come up to that first retracement level. I think we will probably tap it out one more time. All right, so we need to break this level. Good thing it is slightly indicated that this is not per se just a spike and then a drop. Unless we're still getting a lot of selling pressure here. Come on. We're above this level. All right, we're taking 50 off the table here again. So we're down to 100 shares, which has significantly reduced the average. Come on, ZVSA. The 115, or not ZVSA, TRNR. Sorry. I keep on mixing up the play I'm in. There we go. That's the move. All right. 119. So we're looking for a break of 120. That's the next level. We might have to come back down because we're in the mid-range of this channel. Actually, in fact, what am I up? I'm up 10%. I'm out. We're gonna be smooth with it today. We're not gonna stick around for fucking, excuse my language. We're not gonna stick around for swingers. Or grand slams or home runs. We're taking profit. 10% on the account. $46.30. The account is back up to $478. We're done for the day. We're just gonna have fun watching the market now. Let's go. If it goes up, it goes up. We're here for wins and nothing but. Let's go, baby. Have fun, TRNR. I could give two shits. There's gonna be more opportunities in the rest of the week, and after Friday, I'm just here for a big W, and that was a big W. Come on, son. Oh. Holo still looks good, by the way. It's retapping that $14 area. We use the day trade. We get one tomorrow. So, it's a Monday. We're going to have fun. I could always go for the retracement level at the 140 or the 126 on TRNR. And to be honest, the move does look like it wants to continue going up here, especially on the 10 and 15 minute. And my reaction to that is I'll let it. I'm taking Pyro's advice. I'm taking Steve's advice. If you're it's not even the position that I made. I made more than 10% on the position. It's my account that I made 10% on, because last week I lost 10% on Friday. Kind of pretty much made most of that back. In fact, I think I'm missing about $1 back on the account, and it just dropped back down to $1. So there we go. Good trade. That's what we're here for. All right, let's have fun now, guys. Let's have some fun. All right, let's take a look. Neptune doesn't look terrible. The volume is actually still kind of there. So if I had another day trade, I actually consider Nep, but I say I don't. So slow and steady wins the race, yes sir. And how do you say, that was a sprint? So need a cool off here. My lungs need a little bit of they need some oxygen. You bought more QMCO? Ooh. Where are we at? 45? QMCO is a swinger, so I'd actually take a position on this. It actually looks pretty good here as well. A gap at 48. We got resistance at 57. Might not be a terrible play to get into. Holo's still at that 14 level. ZVSA has come back down. Potentially a bottoming out here. Could see a reversal. But yeah, the QMCO, I could see why. It makes sense as well. Actually, how's the other quantum play doing? Actually, I haven't even looked. Because QBTS has just been on an absolute tear. And it's slightly up today. PLTR is up 28%. PLTR is up 20, sorry, 3%. Sorry, looking at my account wrong. I apologize. PLTR is not up 20%. It's only up about 2.5%. So yeah, I'm gonna. Actually, you know what? I'll just leave up the fib retracement for now. So TRNR does have some buying pressure, but we hit that 119 level and we kind of dropped out here. It was in this mid-range Fibonacci channel, and how do you say it? Which is basically resistance. Not saying it can't go any higher, but I say, like, it's already coming back up to 108. I mean, you could have bought that dip at 97, been in and out pretty rapidly there. So it's just the volatility. Plus, it's a pump and dump kind of. So, but Pyro QMCO, man, on those quantum plays, I'm still bullish on quantum, especially if Nvidia continues to rally for another couple of weeks. So that wouldn't be a terrible play to get into. Is that 45.80? It is pretty close to resistance. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you know what? I made 46. I don't have a. It's not going to be a day trade play. That's for sure. I don't want to jump in right away. Just made some money. FRGT looks good. Doing something very similar setup to TRNR. I was waiting for this drop on FRGT. This was my other play I was considering. It does look like it wants to swing back up. MACD on the 5-minute looks good. Dude, this is why we got to get to 25K, man. Once we get to 25K, we get those unlimited day trades. We're just going to be in and out of plays. Like, boom. FRGT is already looking good. It's got that similar EMA setup, MACD setup. Volume looks to kind of be slowly kicking in. If we get a spike in volume, you're going to see a spike in the move. Maybe back up to this 280 on FRGT, 281, 282, somewhere around there. TRNR back down to 93 already. In and out, in and out. That's what we're here for on those day trades. There we go. FRGT 247 looking good again. Holo's still stuck between 13 and 14. ZVSA still moving slowly. Low volume down there. Oshia with a bounce back up, 179, looking to break 182, does 188. There we go. 190, boom. Zim, you get back in. DJ, he's making that money, baby. Oh yeah, this was the play you called out, right, DJ? Last week, right? Weren't you in at like 60 cents or something? You were in ridiculously low. I remember that, if I'm not mistaken. 197, there we go. We're looking to break 235, which was the after hours high there on Friday. We have already made a decent move here. We don't have actually much resistance up above us, but like I say, that also doesn't mean people are going to be not going to be selling out. So we're at around 188. I think Holo might have lost some of its sting here in the morning. In at 88. Oh, I mean, still, look at that move. 204. It's breaking the $2, which is a good sign. It's just the one I called out. Yeah, but I mean, you called it out, so, and you stuck with it. So your management of the position and the call out has been really good. So, congrats to you, man. If anyone followed, congratulations to you guys as well. FRGT's, yeah, the volume's not quite there. You can see the MACD wants to make a move. All right, so we got OSHA there. CVSA struggling a little bit. Wait, hold up. I have this up too many times. TRNR already back down to 89 here. What a drop. If it wants to pop back up, it needs some more accumulation here. We're on to the next candle on Oshia. On the 5-minute, we're keeping an eye on it. 13 and VWAP look pretty good right now. We do want to hold the VWAP. This could be a setup for a larger move throughout the day, maybe breaking into the higher twos. We do want to see that consistency in volume, as the last candle was a big spike in volume. Some of that was also selling pressure, so this sort of 190 area is a level we do want to break. This candle is always tricky, especially with a bit of a long wick at the top from the previous candle. How's HTOO doing? 176. WIMI, 117. It's still up there. I want to get into WIMI. I just don't like how it's, well, it's not that I don't like it, but it's at this breakout line, which means if it breaks out, I mean, upside is good, but that also means that there could be a rejection of that level. Fubo is already spiking up here. Did we get those earnings yet? No, we don't have earnings just quite yet. 185. This was another play I was considering. BLDE is up 5%. Dibs. Did we get Dibs earning today? No, not yet. Dibs. 20. Hold up. Let me take a look at Dibs here. Whoa. DIBS. This is a really interesting play here. And it's filled that $5 area a couple of times here. We have bounced pretty nicely. Our weekly doesn't look terrible. We are up 2% today. All right, there we go. Good reaction on Oshia. We're once again retesting that 190. That's the candle you wanted to see. We do want to be careful, though. That 170 does look like it wants to be retested. ZVSA dropping even further, 130, 135. TRNR still see some buying pressure. Volume is kind of done, though. There we go, $2. Oshia. Oh, this one's getting ready to make a big move right here. If you got a setup like that, break the high, 205. Come on, break it, and you're good to go. Hit 204 just underneath it. They're definitely teasing the breakout. FRGT back up to the 250s. Taking Holo off the table. Not really doing much as of right now. Yeah, you want to break that high a day here. I think it will, though, because that volume is now starting to look consistent. Acon. Oh, Acon has been a play we've kept an eye on a couple of times. 3 million public offering at 32 cents. What's the market cap is at 630? Like 630,000. Oh boy. 208, there you go. OSHA breaking the high, and that's what you're going to be looking for. 214, 215, 216. Doesn't even matter. 220s. FRGT also with a nice setup. Oh, come on, FRGT. All right, so the question is, I'm still looking at this DIBS setup. Acon already looks like it has a pop-up setup. I got puts on all phone company stocks, T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. That's funny. 222 on Oshia. What was the other? It was where's that play? Where's Powell? All right, 222 again, a bit of a rejection here. All right, this could be the again, we've steered away from the VWAP in 13. It's a little steep right now. Not saying it can't continue, but definitely needs a little bit of slowing down. Market's just trying to figure out where it wants to go right now. Just having a talk with itself, a little communication. Bottom feeder time. Steve, you gotta cook some catfish, man. Call it a Raven screener or something like that. I don't know. Make a new catfish dish. See, the only problem I have with DIBS. Oh wow, MSS is popping up here. Volume's a little tricky, but there we go. Acon still looks pretty good here. You want to see that volume consistency. Carp. Oh, you prefer carp? I used to fish a lot of carp, like back when in Pennsylvania, we had this lake and it was basically just filled with carp. Probably one of the most annoying fish to catch, in my opinion, but that's just because I fish a lot of them. All right, where's that DIBS play that I was talking about? Problem with that I have with DIBS is I don't have enough experience with plays like this. But it looks good. It looks like it wants to make a move. And the earnings aren't terrible. I mean, its cash position is quite high. Right? And cash is more expensive now. Or yeah, cash is pretty expensive. It has a good fundamental setup. Might be worth it just maybe like take some 10 like a 10 share thing or something. All right, let's get back to the main tickers for today. Holo has dropped off here. There we go. Okay, Oshia still getting new highs here. Again, market's just figuring itself out. FRGT with a drop. MIST did spike up to 240. TRNR has come back down to the 88 area. That was actually a really good sell by me. Maybe could have squeezed out a little bit more. I said maybe. Carp is a bottom feeder fish. I mean, I know what carps are. I think catfish look cooler. Maybe that's just me. The volume on this is so low. What's the market cap? Market cap's 35 million. What's the last time we've had a big spike in volume? We had that on a drop, and that was midway through earnings. Last time when we had earnings, we've had a couple of day rise. What about the previous earnings? Okay. Excuse me. Oshia 225 still highs. You did great on that trade tune. Thank you, Pyro. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, that was in the zone, baby. I wanted a good response from Friday, which I got. I mean, today's Monday, so you gotta kind of have to. Not that you force a move on a Monday, but Monday generally provides the most opportunity. So I would say that's where you make some of the bigger moves of the week. Like at least in my experience, and I've been because I look. This is not a promotion. I got a tool that I use to be able to analyze my overall trading right at times and stuff like that. Um, and based off of the data that was presented to me from my account, from this account that I put in, Mondays generally equate to my largest wins. So I do want to be a little bit more aggressive on Mondays, and then throughout the week, I expect to take smaller gains. Um, if I do day trade, because I don't always have enough day trades throughout the week to trade every day. Well, I never do, but generally on Mondays is when I want to take a bit of a larger swing on the pitch. So yes, that is true. Catfish are cool looking. LOL. No, I'm just saying, man. Like, I'm Steve. I'm just saying, bro. But my stomach got upset every time I catch a carp because they bleed like a human. Look, carp are weird fish. Like, I'm. I think catfish are just like they're cooler animals. They just look cooler. Plus, their the way their antenna works is like also really cool. It's kind of like almost like a shark, almost, but they're like sharks, but not sharks. I didn't expect to be debating what type of fish Steve is today, but how do you say? You never know what the day offers. See, MIST still doesn't look bad. The volume is a little bit sporadic here, but I don't know. Maybe you could kind of catch a harmonious bid. All right. Well, OSHA hit 236. We're still climbing. We look good on the 5 minute. We're starting to hug the VWAP a little tighter as the move continues. It does look a little bit exhausted. We do have a couple of topping wicks. So we could see a bit of a drop here on OSHA. I mean, we hit 236, which was that after hours level, 235. So probably going to see a lot of that selling pressure that we're starting to see now. But I still keep an eye on TRNR. Like though I do think any moves from that are kind of going to be they're not going to be as great, especially with that caking of that last move. That last move made it a bit harder to run again, but right, I mean you can see that in the volume, right? The market's kind of like, yeah, you made its move, like whatever. But let's take a look at Achille. Achille still looks like it might want to swing back up here. It's up 100%. Seems to be accumulating at this 47 level, but it's one of those plays you got to be tricky on, or it's a tricky play, so you got to be a bit careful. You know, Achille does look like it wants to pop back up here. ALT's kind of been just trading sideways here, but still looks like it wants to make a larger move. Maybe test that sort of 1230 level. Maybe that $13 area again. Seems like a key level. I see you. You see me. We all see each other. Sorry, every single time that plays come up, that's the urge. ZVS. Oh, CVSA is still trading sideways. What ticker was I just looking? Oh, it was OSHA. That's what I was like. I was looking at a ticker there. All right, right now we're in accumulation mode on OSHA. Market is now confirmed sort of an argument in the market. If you can break 211 and kind of maintain that, probably looks a little bit better for you on OSHA. There we go. Achille at 55. Pop up here from that 50 cent area. Depending on how you're playing that, it's already a pretty good move. I think there's already a 10% move right there. So okay, you guys keep talking about Walmart. Let's take a look. So, because we actually have we have an interesting dynamic with Walmart in the people in the chat here. What Walmart could easily experience is sort of people really starting to accumulate the play, especially because it's so cheap now. So, especially a lot of the people with smaller accounts can come in. So, I mean, I see why you go puts, because you could see that a liquidity grab on Walmart. So, there we go. ALT 1162. We got intraday highs here. Achille looking to come back up. 56 now. Ooh, Wimmy. Are we going to get that move on Wimmy? All right, let's throw up Wimmy. 120. There we go. 124. When I said it was going to probably hit that like 125 area that was back on the 21st. And it's at a breakout sort of level on sort of this larger time frame. You can see here it's kind of been coiling. So the move could get out of hand pretty quickly on Wimmy. Oh, Bitcoin's moving up big time. I actually haven't opened up my trading view today. Okay, so yields are up. We got crypto up. Ethereum's at 31. Bitcoin 52. I think it hit 53, did it not? Yep. Wait, hold up. No, we have 52. Okay, so we're near highs. We are at highs pretty much. 52,742. Oh, I mean, my goodness, Bitcoin looks pretty good right now, but it always has its liquidity pullbacks. All right, Wimmy's starting to get a little froggy. That volume is pretty consistent, at least within the 5-minute candle. But it's always better to have like a 100,000 share pop up than like a 400,000 share pop up. I really want to get back into Sens here, but the only issue I have is this earnings. I'm worried that they're just going to drop it at earnings. To be fair though, last time we popped up from earnings, but the time before that we had a big drop, and even the time before that we had another big drop. So as much as I want to hop back in on Sens, I'm not sure if the risk to reward ratio is there for me. I like long term, yeah, I think it could go up, but Any plays that I hold long term, I don't want to be catching the mid ride of it. I'd rather do that with a day trade. Like MVIS, for example. I could do that with a swing. Wimmy's the next holo. Well, you know what? It's, well, as you said, it's a Chinese play. It's coiled up. If I'm not mistaken, and you look at holo, for example, the first, let me see, has Wimmy ever really spiked? No. Well, it hit 29. What's today's volume like? Today's volume is still a little weak. Okay, Killy rejected the VWAP. It's not doing much. OSHA, good bounce off the VWAP. 13 is starting to catch up here. That's good. Let's see. LAES. Where's LAES at? 189. So we're starting to establish a little bit more support here. Still don't like some of these longer term setups. Do good short term setups. Yeah, so on Wimmy, we want to break that 125 level. Wimmy's 125 level is key. If you can break out and maintain it, then you can get a sort of a breakout from this area. See, Carvana is up. ZVSA at 140. I wouldn't be surprised if Neptune has another spike. The volume is dying off, so interest is being lost here, but it had one of those weird spikes where it never really manages to break the VWAP, which kind of always, it could always indicate that another, it could be sort of a setup, maybe like in a couple of days, like later on this week or something like that. Wolf is up. Yeah, Wolf's been a good play actually. QMCO is already at 47.80. $47.80, yeah. I hope I said that correctly. Oh, it was POW. P-O-W. P-O-W-W. Ammo Incorporated. Ammo Incorporated. Oof, this bounce. Okay. The bounce looks good. The 2 hour looks good. Yeah, you know what? Let's take a... How many can I buy this? 183. 25. Yeah. We're going with that much. It's not bad. Alright. Close that off so I don't feel tempted to buy anything. WMT puts just filled, playing it both ways. Yeah, Nept still looks like it wants to spike up here. ALT 1165, been a little bit slow, but you do start to see a spike in volume here. This is a level that Walmart could definitely fall back to, maybe retesting that 58.50 level. Lanfear, the man I've been waiting for. Lanfear, please tell me. Lanfear, please tell me, my guy, that you were holding that bad boy. Because you've been talking about holo for a long time, so tell us, Lanfear. Is what I'm thinking true? By the way, I hope you're doing well, but I sadly did not catch Holo, but some other people did. Goodness. Let's go, Landfear. Dude, you must have printed, dude. Holy crap. Cause you were, dude, you were talking about that for a long time. So I know you've been riding that probably since the bottom, probably since like you were just waiting there, you were fishing for that bad boy. All right, Walmart's struggling a little bit on the well, it's going up. Lanfear probably got a big smile across his face right now. He's probably still smiling about it. Probably he wakes up with a smile, he goes to sleep with a smile. Hey, profit is profit, baby. Money is money. And how do you say? If I know for a fact that you were buying that thing way down. You were buying it at like $3, so I'm pretty sure. Joel, what's up, bro? Good morning, ma'am. How you doing? Yes, sir. We are back live, baby. We are back in the. We are back live, battling it out. Back in the markets, back in the ring, back in the batter's box. Whatever form you want to say it, we're back. HTOO is at 188, 186. Not looking bad. Holo also looks like it wants to kind of continue up here. ALT 1172, still looking good. It's a bit of a slow climber here. I thought it would have a little bit more of a spike up, but hey, volume still looks good on ALT and it still keeps on breaking highs, so slow and steady. We do have a couple of tickers with some earnings. Canon is up at 208. GoTo is actually on my one of my lists here. So actually, you know what? If that, which one was GoTo on? Or I had it on one of my lists. Yeah, there we go. We had on this one, so I'm gonna also take a. No, not that much. All right, there we go. We got two position. We're in two new positions here: DIBS and POWW. We only put in 50 on each, $50. But if GoTo is running with its earnings, and it's on these two plays are on my screeners, I'm pretty confident in its move. EOS is back up there. P3 105. ALT still climbing. Glad you got your technical issues resolved. Yeah, Joel. Hey, trust me, I'm happy. Feel we're back in the groove of things. Don't have to worry about it. Just everything's back. Sunhound AI. I know Moon Market was in this. I watched one of his recent videos and he was talking about Sun. It's not a terrible, like he's saying AI is going to be coming back up, which hey, I'm not against. I'm just damn QMCO. Whew. The shopping. Let's not shop too much. No, hey, Lamphere, come on, man. You made bank. You called it all the way through. You were with it the entire time, so not every trade is about the money you make or lose. Sometimes it's about how you how you follow it, how you set it up. Right? I mean, you were walking, you were holding its hand through the door. You were leading it, so sometimes that's more important than actually just making money off the play. I mean, you made a lot of money off the play, pretty much. I mean, as you said, from $2 to 20, that's 1,000%. Not that doesn't happen every day, every week, every month. So oh wait, what we were just looking at Sun. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I blanked out. I was been looking at my screeners this morning. All right. So Sun hit sort of a wall at 450, 446. Very far away from the VWAP in 13. Excuse me. ALT 1185 here. Still climbing. What did I say? Like 12. I said $12 on ALT, so it's been slowly climbing up there. Yeah, Lamphere, like that's kind of what I did with LAES. Like, there's no better feeling than seeing a play and basically holding its hand through a run, because you're kind of like there's only like maybe 50 people who actually knew what you knew, and you execute on it, because the rest, everyone is just catching up to you. So NVAX, you took a small position on it. All right. It's been stair-stepping its way up. Has earnings coming up, was it also interesting. It's at the 120 EMA on the daily. Good curling. Not bad at all. Is actually looking to move up to the next level. You got gaps at around the $6 area. I think OSHA has the potential to go to 4. Yeah, where is OSHA? I haven't looked at OSHA in a while. Let me take HTOO is at 186, by the way. There we go. That's that bounce we were waiting for on OSHA. It was taking a little bit longer than I was expecting, but finally came back down to that 13 VWAP area because you were detached from it for a little bit. Needed to really shuffle itself out here. Good spike in volume. Hopefully you can continue that. Think it's going to 4. I'm not saying today that it will. Well, DJ, I was thinking 280 today on OSHA. If it broke that 235 level, that after hours high from Friday, I was thinking maybe 280, and it did, but it kind of rejected that 235 level a little harder than I'd initially imagined. But I'm not in the play. I haven't been following the play, so your sense of the tickers you're much more in tune with the play than I am. So Did get my 160 by HOP too, so really happy. Oh, HOP. Oh yeah, that was another play you were calling out for. Interesting. Yep, filled some gaps that had left. Done that a couple of times. 130, 150. Daily MACD looks pretty good here. Yeah, all right. So it seems like that 217 level, I would say that 220 level is still tricky for OSHA. Seems like a little bit of a psychological level. 222, 221. Holo hasn't been up to, I mean, still climbing. Still sort of bouncing off of some key levels here. Might have to retest that level one more time. I'm not sure if Holo wants to make another move today, though. Is cash like really that good? Okay, OSHA's still looking good. Flipping that candle. Can you maintain the flip? That's the question now. Yeah, Neptune did spike up to that 50 cent area. Came back down already. Still rejection off the VWAP. There we go. Okay, if you get a closing candle above this 220 level, which it looks like you're going to be doing here, you're going to get that move you're looking for, DJ. All right. Yeah, see 220. It needs to break that 222, 220. MLGO. All right. Let's see what micro algo. Yeah, this spiked up to that 169 level. It's good that you're bouncing at 68 on MLGO. Do want to hold off a little. Well, at least I am. You know, LES, we're still really far away from that level. All right, ALT hit 1194, so we did almost hit that $12 level. Move, I don't know. I'm not sure if that was worth the day trade. CLSK, by the way, is up 23% right now, hitting highs 228. Did anyone catch CVSA? I believe a couple of people in the chat did, if I'm not mistaken. I did not, though. There was an opportunity presented to me at around 115. I did not take it. But I mean, it was a good play regardless. There was plenty of opportunity. You could see one more swing up. The VWAP is pretty high. It's at 180 still. I think that's kind of the only, like, you need to find. I'm pretty sure there's this one. What was this, 120? I forget what I put my EMAs at. Yeah, 120 EMA right here. I think if you can hold that, you can see a good bounce. All right, ALT looks like it probably wants to bounce off of this level. TRNR still looking pretty good here. We've bounced off of this level 2 times now. Sort of this was this 82 level, currently at 85, 86. We had a good swing on the MACD and the EMAs in the morning. That setup is kind of presenting itself again. The only thing that I question now is the volume, because that volume, well, right after open, when we had that sort of drop where I held through the drop, I'm like, I think this is going to get that little spike that we saw. I was right about that. I wouldn't be surprised if you see. I was actually, my thing with TRNR is I was thinking this might pop up a little bit later in the day, because you would see covering, but it kind of already happened, so maybe there's a second round of covering that occurs, but I don't know. The volume is kind of the issue now with TRNR, because it's a pump by Zip. You had shorts kick in the pre-market. I mean, it's just, you need to let this settle. It's not some, QMCO is already at 50. God damn it. Good call, Pyro. Good call, man. Good call. ZVSA got killed? Yes, sir, it did. It's now retesting this 120 on the 5-minute. Might have to go back down to that 111 area. Nah, ZVSA has screwed me in the past. I got knifed on this play a couple of weeks ago. That's why I didn't get into it, because I know it was like probably shouldn't be thinking about that move, but because technically if I just ignored it, I would have still made money on that play. But I don't know. When you have a play that I see plays generally follow, or I would say tickers, kind of like Holo, where Holo spikes up, it will spike up a lot. So OSHA hitting new highs here, 238. But yeah, no, I just the CVSA. If you apply Holo sort of dynamics onto CVSA, I was just worried on the drop. Which, I mean, still, I mean, it hit 250. Like, it was up more than 100%, so. IREN is up 13% here. IREN looks ready. IREN actually, I'm pretty sure IREN is actually fundamentally sound, if I'm not mistaken. I think I played IREN for like a day or two. What's the, oh, okay, that's their financial health. They're on the brink of profitability. Yeah, that's like 2 years priced in. QMCO is already back up at, oh wow, you're getting a big spike in volume here. Already back up at 50-cent area. Let's go DIBS. Come on, baby. 245. OSHA is now starting to break highs here consistently. Once again, 13 EMA is crossing up above the VWAP. And volume was increasing over time. I didn't even notice that. But yeah, that OSHA's setting up good right here. We're now just breaking daily highs left, right, and center on OSHA. Now I want to see that consistency throughout. which we are seeing 249. CLSK slowing back down a little bit here. Let's take a look at some of the screener plays from this morning. AGTI still trading sideways. TRNR 8250. Yeah. Seems like shorts just have a hold on it. Like most people are probably just selling out for profit. 257 on OSHA. OSHA is the winner chicken dinner of the day. Once again, the consistency is key. I was tempted buying at 60, but bought MLGO instead. Interesting. Let's go, OSHA. Thanks, OSHA. Now I have gas money for the week. Yep. Let's go. 261. Still climbing. While LYT looks way oversold. Cost of borrows 1,300%. By the way, MBSE, I believe that was also another DJ Underground call out from this morning. Starting to spike up here a little bit. LYT. Oh yeah, this popped from 6 to 16 a couple of weeks ago. It had a reverse split the other day. A 1 for 60. What's the float? Oh. Ooh. In my this is. What about the weekly? Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly's dipped back into that low. 263. We're still climbing. Slowly grinding up to that 280 area I was kind of talking about. Glad I got back in Ocean. Let's go. If OSHA hits $4 today, I'm putting my stop loss at 4. Or if it hits 4 today, I'm putting it at 9. Well, 268, and the move does not look done yet. I mean, look at the increase of volume. I mean, we're currently experiencing the second, probably the highest volume. Yep, we're already at the highest volume candle of the day. So right now, we're probably going to experiencing some selling pressure, which we do see with that long wick. So market's like, okay. But it could be the case that the rodeo has just begun. So, but yeah, Steve, that LYT, man, that looks interesting. Let me look at LYT because it's ran significantly in the past. Retail, non-residential lighting, no debt. Well, they have debt, but it's not bad debt. They've actually paid off their debt, and they're consistently profitable. Oh no, this is LYTS. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong play. I'm like, holy crap! This would squeeze into oblivion if that was the case. Sorry. One sec. I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry, just grab some more coffee. Say goodbye to somebody. Okay, 94 on MBSE, popping back up here. Holo's making another attempt for that 500 EMA break. Come on, FRGT. You've been a disappointing play today. Butterfly flapping its wings up to 143, bouncing down, hitting 137 currently. HTOO still seems like it's being accumulated here. But yeah, what were we talking about? LYT. LYT actually does look pretty interesting here. The only thing that I would say is that the 1, 2, and the 4 hours seem like it wants to settle out a little bit. So, I mean, it did kind of already have a bottoming move, but that was in after hour. That was in the after hour session. Holo with a big knife. I mean, it rejected the 500. A bit disappointing, but yeah. So for LYT, I would like to see like the 1 or 2 hour setup, because even the 30 minutes a little questionable. Not that the daily also looks a little sharp towards the downside, but if you're gonna be a carp about it, then yeah, I mean, it's not a terrible place to pick up a starter. See, SMCI is a tasty. Isn't SCMI? Yeah, Also saw a lot of people pumping up AMD because, well, I mean, basically any superconductor play. Scalped Osher from 158 to 261. Hey, let's go, Zim. Zim, you just been hitting left, right, and center. Bang, bang, bang. All right, yeah. That when you see a large volume candle like that on OSHA, when you hit a new high volume candle, right? I mean, normally the largest volume candle is the opening 5-minute candle, because I think they take on the pre-market volume and then as well as the opening market volume, which is always puts it at the top of the list. And then, but the fact that you hit a new volume candle on the day indicates that there's going to be the market is like, how do you say, some of that's going to be selling pressure of that volume. There's the only way you get to a new high volume candle is generally when you include some selling pressure inside that candle, or at least someone is offloading shares. Even if there is enough buying pressure for a continuation, which I say OSHA still doesn't, the setup still is not terrible. Still has a 13 of VWAP on its side, but just sort of it's one of those things you got to keep an eye on. I mean, you can see that long wick on when it hit that high 268. You can see that long wick at the top. That's that selling pressure. By the way, Bitcoin is at 53,600. It was at 52,600 last time we spoke about it, which was actually about 10 minutes ago. No, not 10 minutes ago. No, it was about half an hour ago. Just want to say we did not just talk about it. So cryptocurrency is rallying. Let's take a look. What's the SPY up to? SPY has actually been falling throughout the day. What about Nvidia? Nvidia is just trading sideways, so nothing too crazy there. We have the VIX up pretty significantly, getting a little bit of spikes here and there. MBSE still looks pretty decent. I don't like this low volume though. IREN is now at 720. Yeah, let's go Doge, baby. I still think Doge is to me it's the ticker. It's the coin that is it's the only coin in my mind that has like mass appeal. Bitcoin is too instigated, too entrenched in institutional money. Like if you just think about it, like what would most people use? Like let's say you put a cryptocurrency into like TikTok, for example, right? What do you think most, like especially young kids, let's say young, not saying that young kids should be using cryptocurrency, but right, if you're speaking on like if you look, what are the demographics you want to generally hit when it comes to something of like mass appeal? Generally it's women between the ages of like 14 to like 28. So not saying I can't see women using Bitcoin, but I'm saying like just instinctually I feel like Dogecoin would be more appealing for utility, because like if you imagine like TikTok integrating cryptocurrency or something like that, people using it to like make donations, or even YouTube or something like that, I could totally see like Dogecoin being one of those, like sort of like the internet meme coin, the true internet meme coin. Though to be fair, Bitcoin, I mean, Bitcoin still has value, of course. All right. Yeah, MBSE, a little bit of a drop down there. QMCO 51. Pyro's call on QMCO getting back in. Not bad, not bad at all. All right, so what am I waiting here on LAES? See, we have earnings in, I believe it's in April. I think maybe they're just waiting for that retest of that gap fill. That 157 area. The problem is they diluted. LAS freaking diluted, so that market. All right, CVSA hitting a bottom at 123. We're now starting to see a rally. Looking for that 13. So this could be the beginning of a reversal on CVSA. Might have to retest this 123 area one more time. Maybe get like a confirmation with a double bottom. But I say, if you can reclaim those 13, 30, and 50 EMAs. I mean, MACD also looks pretty good on CVSA. So remember, it's lagging. So the last like, kind of, as you can see on the last 15 minutes, there's been good buying pressure. Neptune as well. Neptune Wellness Solutions, NEPT, still looks pretty good. As I said this morning, it had a bit of a weird move in regards to that it never technically broke the VWAP, which it's now doing for the first time in the day. It did leave a gap at this 45-cent level, but I don't know. Even the MACD looks like it wants to see another pop up here. It looks coiled. 49. I don't know where the spike could take it. 50. All right, we're really starting to move now. OSHA's still slowly selling off here. Neptune's still looking pretty good. KTRA has climbed its way to the top of the list here. Currently up around 20% at 11 cents here. Was at 9, even 8 cents beginning. Hit 13 cents earlier on in the pre-market. NUKK. How is NUKK doing? Now this thing's been... HTOO. Let's take a look at WIMI here. WIMI is back down to 115. Where's Cook at? Cook. Alright, there's another play I've been looking at. Cook, COOK. Not that this is going to be like a massive spiker, but this is more of like a fundamental play. These guys, they sell wood pellet fueled barbecue grills for retailers, distributors, and direct consumers in the United States. Their fundamentals are pretty good. They are on the brink of cash flow positivity. Their debt is a little high. That's the only thing I'm not a big fan of, to be fair. Another one is DTC. Again, near bottoms. Actually, I think DTC's fundamentals are actually a little bit better. I actually don't understand how DTC is so lowly valued. Something about this play. IVP, all right. Didn't IVP run last week? Oh, it had that quick spike. Oh yeah, and then okay, yeah. So last week we had a big spike in pre-market on what day was that? Tuesday morning. Hit 220. Yeah, hit 2220. Came back down, got some selling all the way back down. We did see a spike. OSHA is still at 230. We still see some good buying pressure. Neptune, here we go, 53. It's looking to break that 54 level. We are starting to see a spike in volume. Volume looks, Neptune's going to make a move, ain't it? It's been looking like that all day. Finally starting to get that volume that you were looking for. It's probably the only thing that you have to be careful with Neptune is quick spikes. What's the float on Neptune? It's only 2 million. That's actually not bad whatsoever. I mean, you already doubled that this morning. I'm surprised we haven't seen a larger move from it yet. I mean, to be fair, it's already up 65% on the day. But, I mean, this... Whew. Yeah, that volume's really starting to kick in here. 55, 23, 28. Looking good. Yeah, IVP is a bit tricky though, Zim, because I mean this is a Steve play, so Steve probably understands this better than I do. I'm bad when it comes to penny bottom feeding. I'm a little bit better when it comes to like $1 or $2 bottom feeding, because generally those plays have a little bit more fundamentals, so they give the feeling is a little bit more secure. But man, Pyro, that QMCO move is still really looking good here. 55.70 on Neptune. 56. Here we go. We're breaking highs here for the day. It's going to get out of hand pretty quick. 59.59. Float is pretty small. That volume has been pretty consistent as well. QMCO 52. All right, IREN's coming back down. Holo's still... I mean, Holo's technically hitting higher lows, but I don't know where that last spike in volume, that was pure selling pressure. When's the next gap on QMCO? Yeah, let me take a look for you. All right, well, up. Wow, okay, Neptune is now at 64 here. Whew, anybody get into that bad boy? And it's 95 on QMCO. Ooh, it's 95. Ooh. You know what? I mean, I should have. I said it again. God damn it. Oh, excuse my language. I'm taking y'all to Applebee's at the end of this year. Yeah, it's like 95 on QMCO. TRNR. All right. As I did say, we got that almost that triple bounce essentially. It's already coming back up. MACD looks good. Reclaiming of 13. Oh, okay. Yeah, TRNR also probably has another move in it. Whoa, which one? QMCO? Yeah, I thought they already released their earnings. Oh, it's an earnings preview. Oh, okay. Yeah, just keep Pyro. Keep in mind that they have a. They need to get above $1. They got a delisting notice again. 52.80 still moving. I'm you know me in quantum. You know me in quantum, Pyro. So I got nothing against the play. Next time I'll get in lower. All right. Well, this is exactly what I was talking about with Neptune. Is that we saw a big spike in volume, which is what you were looking for, and then it kind of like just spiked up. Like this is the candle I was worried about on Neptune. Not that Neptune can't go any higher because it now does have the attention of the market. The float is also really small, which helps out in any larger moves, but that also works to the downside as well. So I it still has a good 13 VWAP setup, and you still have that gap at 45 cents on Neptune. So keep an eye on it. But that spike was nice. we kind of followed it. I mean, we were looking at it or pretty much throughout the morning. It was the play that I was like saying like this won't be if I had a day trade, this would be my next play. Always a next time, exactly. MBSE, by the way, is broken into the dollar area 103, 104. Another call out by DJ running. Don't discount your boy. The man's a menace. 106 on MBSE. I think there's proof in the chat of it. Yep. I'm also watching MBSE and OSHA. This is at 6:07 a.m. or 9:07 for you Easterners. Your boy DJ called out MBSE and OSHA, which are two plays at the top for today. So we just hit 108 on MBSE. It's seeing some selling pressure. Again, got to be careful. It's volume is really starting to kick in, which is good. Long wick, so that's also another thing that's a bit dodgy. But how do you say? The fact that it spiked up with relatively low volume is not a bad thing. It just these plays that where that volume spikes out of nowhere, you always have to be a bit careful on it. I mean, this goes with any play. That's basically what happened with OSHA. Happened with OSHA. Happened with my what was that play that I was playing this morning? TRNR, when he had that spike in volume kind of come out of nowhere. I think even FRGT experienced that this morning. That's why I always like consistency is always like OSHA's consistency. Like, yeah, it's had its spikes in volume, but its consistency of volume is something that is attractive. Because like Holo for right now is kind of in a position where it could easily get dropped kind of out of the blue. Which we kind of did already. We already saw that drop down actually. Just thinking about that. Easy FL. Easy Phil Holdings. That's actually a pretty nice name. To Easy Florida. Interesting. This is an interesting daily setup. Volume is really low though for this week. So they saw a revenue of 20. So what? The revenue must have been pretty decent if you saw that much volume. Let me actually take a look at their. They released earnings. Is that what they're saying? Another pre-release in earnings. Okay, swinging up fundamentally speaking. Their cash on hand's a bit weak, and their debt is a little high. Their equity is not great. Operating expenses are going down and cash from okay. Seems like Easy Phil is actually doing pretty good in regards to, well, I mean, I was going to make a comment saying it's kind of like Easy Florida, but it's a company based in Florida, so any purchasing of shares? Not really from insiders or large stakeholders. But no, it's an interesting play. What's the float on this? Float is only 1.5 million, so it's also a high cost to borrow. Last time it spiked from $2 to $5. It actually did it over a couple of days as well, so it's looking like a good ticker. There's definitely some meat on there. It got good bone structure. FRGT spiking up. All right, it's taking a little bit longer than I expected, but FRGT looking like it wants to make a move. Oh, and NVIDIA back above 800. All right, Zim. By the way, I completely forgot because we do have a new schedule, guys. It is 8:30, and as I've said, that I will be ending the stream at 8:30. So, I'm reducing the amount of time that I'm streaming because 6 to 7 hours is very exhausting, especially when you do it a lot. So, that is the end of the stream. I know this feels a little bit weird because today is a really good day, but I'm sticking to my schedule. So, today was a good day. From my end, I made about $45, around 10% up. You'll see it in the short video later on in the day. I did take 2 new positions, DIBS and POWW. I only took $50 in each position. Both of them have pretty decent fundamentals and they have decent setups. So, and they're also kind of near bottom. So, this, that, and the other. That's why I'm taking positions on them. We saw some good movers. We called out some people in the chat, called out some good plays. Saw some tickers run up just before we were looking at them as they were moving up. So we were kind of following them as we were speaking with Lamphere, kind of holding them through the door. It's always good to hold a ticker's hand sometimes on the run up. Get that initial squeeze money. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. I really appreciate everyone coming in. I will be in the Discord throughout the day. But yeah, that's it for the stream. Appreciate the likes. Thank you for the views. Thanks for everyone chatting in and everything. I will catch you guys all tomorrow morning live on the stream. Until next time, peace.